Hello, in this lesson, I want you to graph and analyze power functions. I want you to graph and analyze radical functions and solve radical equations. They're all kind of related. So first off, when we look at a power function is in the form of f of x equals k, your constant, times x to some power. K can be any number and a can be any power. So we say f of x varies directly as the eighth power of x. This is called the monomial function because we're just multiplying. There's no adding or subtracting. Now, if we look at the properties of these, I'm going to go over these real quick, but they're on your study guide, on your seminar sheet, so you have these to refer to. When I look at a monomial function, if your exponent is even, then I get a parabola or a parabolic shape. Like if I have x to the fourth, it's not quite a parabola because it's not U-shaped, but it's very close to being U-shaped. And then if its number in front is positive, it opens up. So therefore, my range has to be greater than 0. And then if the number in front, if your k value, or in this case, your a value is negative, then it opens down. So your range goes to negative infinity. You can't cross 0. On both these counts, the x and y intercepts are 0. They're both continuous. They're symmetric with the y-axis. They have a minimum at 0, 0. If the odd function, if your exponent is odd, then you get a shape that looks like that. So then you don't have a minimum or maximum, but you do have symmetry about the origin. And there we have it. So let's take a look at a couple problems here. I want you to graph and analyze each of these functions. I want you to describe the domain, the range, the intercepts, the end behavior, the continuity, and where the function is increasing or decreasing. So first off, let's look at the function y equals 1/2 x to the fourth. I know that's going to be opening up. So I'm going to put this in decimal just so you can see it. 1/2, and then I'll have x to the fourth power. And notice it looks like a parabola, but it's a little flatter around 0, 0 because of the x to the fourth. So I'm going to sketch that grid, sketch that on my paper, and that's what you do on your assignment. I don't expect perfection, but give me the general shape. Now we can describe the domain. My domain, I can put any number in for x, and I'll get an answer. So my domain is all real numbers. My range, notice, it starts at 0 and goes up. So I'm going to go from 0 to positive infinity. My intercepts, both x and y intercepts are 0. It crosses the x-axis at 0 and the y-axis at 0. The end behavior, notice, as x approaches positive or negative infinity, f of x approaches positive infinity. The continuity, it's continuous. I don't have to lift up my pencil to draw my graph. And when is the function decreasing or increasing? Well, it's increasing from 0 to infinity. And it's decreasing from negative infinity to 0. Now, I'd like you to do the next problem on your own and then check with the next video to see if you're doing it right.